So, the Texas chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations, CARE, Texas. My name is Mustafa Carroll. That's spelled M-U-S-T-A-F-A-A. Last name Carroll, C-A-R-R-O-L-L. I'm the executive director for the CARE, Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations. And I'm going to read our statement to you, and afterwards we'll welcome Representative Boljani up. He'll make a statement, and then after that, we'll have questions and answers. Right, got it? All right. All right, so the Texas chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations, CARE, Texas, the nation's largest Muslim civil rights advocacy organization today, calls upon state and federal law enforcement authorities to investigate an allegedly bias-motivated murder attempt targeting Muslim children in Euless, Texas, as a hate crime, and to take all precautions to keep the family safe and the Muslim community safe. The alleged attack reportedly occurred on Sunday, May 19th, at the family's apartment complex swimming pool area. Mrs. H, we'll call her because she doesn't want to be known, the mother, who wears hijab, which is an Islamic headscarf, and modest swimwear, was watching her children in the shallow end of the pool when a white American woman entering the swim pool area. The alleged attacker reportedly approached the mother with racist interrogations, then jumped into the swimming pool and grabbed the children and to take to the deep end of the pool to allegedly drown them. The mother, Miss H, reportedly jumped into the pool to save her children. According to the mother, the 6-year-old son was able to escape, but her petite 3-year-old daughter was unable. The alleged attacker snatched off the mother's headscarf and used it to beat the mother with, as well as kicking her to keep her away from forcing her child head underwater. Ms. H stated that an African-American man helped rescue her daughter from the attacker, and more people gathered and witnessed the event. Cuffed and taken away by the police officer, the attacker reportedly shouted to a bystander woman who was calming the mother down, "Tell her, quote unquote, tell her I will kill her and I will kill her whole family." CARE Texas Austin Operations Manager Shema Sayan said, "We're seeing a new level of bigotry here where a person deeply believes that they get to decide based upon religion, spoken language, and or country of origin, whose kids deserve to stay alive and whose don't. I was devastated to know that the attacker got a bail bond out of jail the next day after the arrest. We asked for a hate crime probe, a higher bail bond, and an open conversation with officials to address this alarming increase in Islamophobia, anti-Arab, and anti-Palestinian sentiment." Taha Taha, an American-Palestinian criminal lawyer who is helping the case, stated, "Every person has the right to feel safe and protected in their community. Our politicians and leaders must be careful when they address the media about foreign affairs to prevent acts of hatred that can only be attributed to Islamophobia and ignorance." Ms. H said, "We are American citizens, originally from Palestine, and I don't know where to go to feel safe with my kids. My country is facing a war, and we're facing the hate here, that hate here. My daughter is traumatized. Whenever I open the apartment door, she runs away and hides, telling me that she's afraid the lady will come and immerse her head in the water again. Additionally, my husband's employment is jeopardized due to having to leave work because of this issue, to accompany me and our 4 kids whenever we have appointments or errands to run. CARE has received 8,061 complaints nationwide in 2023, marking the highest number of complaints CARE has ever recorded in its 30-year history. Earlier this year, CARE released a new civil rights report showing that nearly half, which was 3,578 of all the complaints received in 2023, were reported in the final 3 months of the year, and amid an ongoing wave of anti-Muslim and anti-Palestinian sentiment and hate. The primary force behind the wave of heightened Islamophobia was the escalation of violence in Israel and Palestine in October of 2023. Employers, universities, and schools were among the central actors suppressing free speech by those who sought to vocally oppose Israel's genocide onslaught in Gaza and to call attention to Palestinian human rights. Behind these numbers are human tragedies, and children appear to be the prime targets. In October of last year, or this year, 6-year-old Palestinian-American boy Wadia al-Fayoumi was stabbed and murdered by his family's landlord in Chicago. According to his mother, who was also attacked, the landlord yelled, "You Muslims must die," before attempting to choke and stab her as well. In another incident of a child being targeted, a teacher threatened to beat and behead a 7th grade Muslim student in Warner Robins, Georgia. In December, after the student asked the teacher about an Israeli flag, the teacher was overheard by several students and witnesses threatening to slit the student's throat, quote unquote, and cut her head off. So there's also been a GoFundMe page established for the family who's struggling, for the family in Euless who's struggling. So we have a GoFundMe page. We'll let you know what that is after this event. But that's the end of our statement. I'd like to introduce our state representative, Representative Salman Bojani, who was born in Pakistan to a large family and immigrated to Texas as a teenager. He worked 3 minimum wage jobs to support his family, climbing the ladder from convenience store cashier to being a successful business owner, attorney, Euless City Councilman, and Mayor Pro Tem. After becoming a naturalized citizen, Representative Bojani earned degrees from the University of Texas at Dallas, Southern Methodist University, and Oxford University. After finding a home in Euless with his young family, Representative Bojani made national headlines when he was elected to the Euless City Council, becoming the first person of color to hold elected office in Euless. In 2023, Representative Bojani was sworn in as one of the first Muslims and the first South Asians to serve in the Texas legislature and is the first person of color ever elected to represent House District 92. Representative Bojani serves the House Committee on Criminal Jurisprudence and the House Committee on Pensions, Investments, and Financial Services. He also serves as the chairman of the Criminal Procedures Subcommittee on the House Committee on Criminal Jurisprudence. Representative Bojani is proud to call Texas home. He lives in Euless with his wife, Nima, and his children, Arish and Raisha. He enjoys traveling, running, hiking, playing ping pong, and spending time with his family. So without further ado, Representative Bojani.
Thank you very much, Mustafa. My name is Salman Bojani, and I serve as the Texas State Representative for House District 92, which includes parts of the city of Euless. I'm shocked and appalled by this alleged racist, Islamophobic occurrence that took in my town. Hate has no place in Euless, District 92, or anywhere in our great state. The trauma and pain this has caused for the immigrant community broadly and Muslim community more specifically cannot be understated. Hate against one community is hate against all of us, and we can't sit around and let crimes like these become the norm in our great state of Texas. I'm honored to be joined here today by a variety of community members from different faith organizations, including Buddhist, Christian, Jewish, and the Sikh community. Regardless of our faith background, we as members of different faith traditions all stand in solidarity against the hate that took place in Euless. The Texas I know is made up of everyday people who rise up, like the gentleman who rushed to the aid of mother and the children in need and helped to save them from this horror that should have never taken place. actions of these individuals who were present at this pool, who worked together to either call for help, alert authorities, or bravely jumped in to save a life. Neighbors helping neighbors. That's the Texas I know. This is an ongoing investigation. I want to thank Euless Police Chief Mike Brown and the Euless Police Department for quickly apprehending the assailant, and I extend my service and the service of my office to the family who has undergone this horrific experience. My office and I have personally spoken to the mother, and I want to assure you, as I've assured her and her family, that I am with you. There is no place for hate in this city, in this state, in our country. My office and the City of Euless will continue to monitor the situation as it develops further. Thank you very much.
Experience your new PC by Digital Storm. A faster workflow, allowing you to do more in less time. Pro performance,